Careful, Mickey. They are very sharp. Very sharp new plants we're gonna show all the people. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose, and in today's video, we're gonna do a lot of stuff in the greenhouse. Hi, it's me from the future. It is now the end of June, and this video was actually recorded the beginning of May, but I never edited it. So it's actually the third installment for the greenhouse videos, but I already put out a new greenhouse video, which you can find here, where we pick up a lot more plants. So this is a little bit back in time. I hope you don't mind that it's not chronological, but since we are 2 months later now, I will add in some updates on some of the plants, because as I'm editing this, I'm noticing that some of the plants have grown a lot. While I have you here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It's really helpful. Thanks and enjoy, friends. This is the third greenhouse video. If you haven't seen the previous two, check them out. I'll link them in the description below and also in the cards. We had a bit of a pause with the greenhouse updates because it was still too cold to put plants in here, and we just basically had to wait until the weather got better. You can see right now it's really sunny. I'm trying to hide my face in the shade of the beams of the pergola so you can actually see it. And Mickey is here. He's very excited to show you everything. I guess we're starting with the plant haul. We got some new plants in, which are very different from my regular plants. So I'm excited to show you, but also a little bit hesitant about them because I never really was into cacti and succulents like this. I like Hoyas, of course, but not so much these kinds of succulents. But because in here, probably in summer, it's gonna be like 50 degrees. And in winter, it can get really cold. So these plants should be able to survive in here, both in the heat and in the cold. That's why we got them to test out. Let me show you up close. I think Mickey is the tour guide for today instead. So let's start with Agave. We got this beautiful, quite big Agave. I think it was like 16 euros or 17. And I really like, I've showed you this before in greenhouse tours, or garden center tours, the colors are very beautiful. They're like ombre effect, so they're a gradient color, and the older leaves are quite dark, but the new leaves are a little bit lighter green. It's really pretty. The Agave looks pretty much exactly the same to me, but maybe when we see the footage next to each other, we can see that there has been some new leaves, because I think it has grown. So far so good, it's not dead. And then over here we have two echeverias, I think. And I hope I pronounced that correct. I'm trying to not fall over Mickey while we're doing this because he is persistent in wanting some attention. You're so cute, Mickey. Careful for the Opuntia though. That wasn't me, that was the Agave pointing you. Okay. So the echeverias, we got two kinds here because we really liked the red lines on both actually. This one is a little bit more wider leaves. This one is smaller, more extended leaves. And I just put them here on the box for now to get used to the greenhouse until we pot them up in the right place. This beautiful succulenty thing is still looking okay, although there are some browning leaves at the bottom, but overall that's okay. This one, not so much. You can see some of the leaves have died off. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong. There's been some white stuff in the center there for a while. It doesn't look like mealybugs, but I'm not quite sure. So yeah. And then the last one is this one, which is the first one I saw and I was like in love. This is an Opuntia with, there's different kinds. This has white hairs. I'm not touching them because they're really annoying to get off your fingers once they have released the spikes. But the white one I actually really liked. They also have the yellow version and like red-haired versions. I don't know all the official names. I just know it's an Opuntia. And it has a lot of new growth. It was adorable. This was, I think, 16 euros. And by the way, these two, I think one of them was 3 and the other 5 or 6 euros. And then this one was 16. So the prices are quite good on succulents and cacti if you're normally into Hoya and aroids. So quick tip, get into succulents. What do you think? Do you like these? Oh, look, the back is also really growing a lot. So many little blobs, it's so cute. So we're gonna try and grow this really big in the greenhouse. The Opuntia has grown quite a lot in the some of the blobs have grown, and then they're growing new little blobs as well, which is really fun to see. And even one that fell off, I potted down there, and you can see maybe there's some new growth on there. And then in the back here, you can see that some of the tops of the blobs are light green, which I think means they're growing. And this one is actually growing new little blobs that were not there before. Can you see? I'm pretty proud of this one. It's alive. Let me know in the comments if you actually like succulents already or not. Sometimes people tell me off for not showing them enough. Here's my boyfriend. He is gonna help me to set up something new. I bought this recently. It is a potting station because we were gonna actually build this ourselves, but we never did because we have a lot of other stuff to do ourselves. So we're gonna put this together and see how it looks. I have no idea, but this is hopefully gonna be my YouTube potting station. Since my boyfriend is still doing something else, let's check out the plants in here because boyfriend is making noises. I actually got quite a few new plants in here as well, or not new, but moved them here. Whoa, look at that. Ah, sunlight. And I just hurt my finger lifting up that stupid package. It was really heavy. Anyway, we're currently having a surfboard building station in here as well, which is gonna go soon. But the plants that we got, this one, it's very dusty because we were sawing in here for the house builds and stuff. Look, this is an Alocasia gigantea that we bought at a garden center a while back. I should really dust some leaves, but okay. And it's got a nice variegated spot if you like that kind of stuff. Can you see all the dust? And if you see white bits like you see here, that probably is piepschuim. What do you call piepschuim? This is piepschuim. Like plastic, because that's what my boyfriend makes surfboards from. And that got everywhere. So it's not mealybugs, no worries. And if it is, I will never know because there is so much white stuff everywhere. And then we have some plants from last year that are growing again, which I'm happy about. Even this jasmine that was basically almost dead. Our apple tree that we cut down is growing again. The apple tree has grown a lot. I don't know what we're gonna do with this because when we're sitting on the sofa,
Drop it.
It's gonna be quite intense to have an apple tree like this. Hey Maggie, do you like it? Are you voting for it to stay? The banana is finally alive again. We chopped this back for winter, but it took a really long time to come back out. It had some struggles from the cold. Once it started to grow again, it actually got really cold again. But now I think this next leaf is gonna be good. This is our banana. Look at that. It's so beautiful and it's growing so well. I did kill a few leaves when it was too hot and I forgot to open the windows here and the door. But look, so pretty and so much bigger. I think the leaf that you saw before in the video is this one, or maybe even smaller. Up here, I got this yesterday, is 2 or 3 actually, quite a few little Papillas plants that my father-in-law absolutely loves. These look like just grass right now, but they're gonna be huge. They're like the big kind that they don't sell in garden centers. And he grew these from seeds. So we're gonna try and grow them out and have them really big in here. They're sitting up here to get lots of light. The Papillas plants grew a lot and they started to make the little flowers at the top that they're famous for. So they're starting to look like the mature plants. Really cool to see how much these have grown in 2 months.
It's pretty hot in here.
It is pretty hot in here. This is a really cute Saddum that I got from Ciarda, one of my friends. And it is growing, so that's great. It's hard to show you with this super bright light. Hopefully you can see. I'll give you an update on the Saddums and the Hoyas that I'm gonna show you in a minute later on, since they are in a new project that we filmed, the living wall. Sneak preview. Shh. Currently, it says it is 44 degrees in here and 16% humidity. Now this is sitting right in the sunlight, so we're gonna put it down here and see what it says. Here is a Hoya I moved in here, which was not so much a success. Look, it has such burned leaves because this was not getting much light at all in the house. And then I moved it straight into full sun in the greenhouse, so that was dumb. To be honest, I didn't really care for this Hoya. So it was like a test Hoya. I tested with some more. This David Cummingii was already in quite a bright spot in the house. So this is also burnt, but that is from today. It was quite okay previously. So we're gonna also move that into down here for now. And then up here, last two plants to show you is a Hoya Sunrise, which I also moved out here a while back. Seems to be doing okay. Now obviously they are very red, so I'm gonna put it in the sun so you can see it better. They like a lot of light, they can take it, they will turn nice and red, but as you maybe can see, there are also some dead leaves now and some bleaching and burning of the leaves. Like this is a good example, come on, of what burnt leaves looks like. I think that just went too fast, so they didn't have time to adjust and become red. They were just scorched. So I guess we'll have to find a little bit of a less bright spot for the Hoyas. Although, look at this one. This new leaf is beautiful bright red. That looks like it adjusted okay. But for today, because it is so sunny, we're gonna put this down here as well. Last one. Whew, it's getting really hot in here now. This is my Hoya Wayeti, which was also hanging in my south-facing window, so I figured it would be fine to move it here since it was a bit of a rainy season still. But then we had some really bright sunny days and they burnt a few leaves, but not a lot. And there is a lot of new growth. Maybe you can see there's a point there. These leaves are all new. This one is turning really nice colors because when you grow them in the bright light, they will adjust and just become a little bit different in color and in shape as well. As you can see, they're a little bit more taco shapey. And that's, in my experience, it's from the top of the leaf basically getting a little bit tighter because it's getting a tan, and then it pulls the leaf into a little taco shape. That's not technical knowledge or anything. That's just my observing and making, ooh, big mealybug. Do you see it? Right there in the corner of the leaf. Okay, we're gonna go kill that right now. I put some isopropanol alcohol on this cotton bud. We're gonna go in and see if I can show you this because it's quite fun, even though I love animals. There we go. Oh, is it still on there? No, it went on the plant. Oh, and then it went on the floor. No, I can't show you. But it's dead anyway. I saw it turning dead. You can see if it's a mealybug or not because mealybugs will turn red or gray once you touch them with alcohol. Here's an overview. Since the sun is away for a little bit, it's easier to show you. I put this on wide angle, otherwise I wouldn't be able to show you everything from here. Some plants that are gonna move outside for summer. Garden, boyfriend. And very, very dirty windows because we are doing home renovations, if you haven't seen it, and we have been sawing, so on the outside it's very, very dusty and gross. Okay, boyfriend's project is done, so we're gonna put this together. I'm gonna put you on time lapse because otherwise it's gonna take forever and ever. Mickey! Oh no! I broke the drill. It's somewhere in there still. Sorry, boyfriend, for breaking your beautiful drill. Can you imagine it? Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm being blinded by the iron, the zinc. Hello, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna repot some plants today while not being able to see anything. We changed all the things around a lot because we had my parents come to visit for a few days and they had their bed in the greenhouse. Even though it was really, really cold at night, they had lots of blankets. So now it's finally time to decorate it the way we have envisioned. And we're bringing some plants in here because it's supposed to get a little bit warmer in the next few days and weeks. Very exciting. My boyfriend bringing his 2 plants that we bought especially for him in the greenhouse. Come on in, baby. Bring your plants. Ooh. I don't care. I'm talking about the plants only. Hier de grote plant 1, Galitie. Hier de grote plant 2, Fiddly Fig. Adorable Maggie immediately checking out the new plant babies. We had these big wooden blocks left over from building the pergola that are perfect to put plants on. So that's what I'm doing here. Hey! Hey! Oh! Don't worry, I rescued the bee and put it in a flower in the garden. This is obviously not the end setup, but for now it looks a lot better than it did before. Then we decided we weren't done yet, where we're gonna add a shelf to put more of the plants on and make it look even more nice. So my boyfriend is really good at his stuff, even though this wall was very hard to get through. So you see me helping him here to get a hole in the wall. We're a very good team. Very precies like this business. Although I'm always easily distracted. So here I'm showing you the fiddly fig that's looking beautiful. It actually grew a few new leaves since moving into the greenhouse after dropping about 12 of them. And the Zebrina has a bit of sun damage, but also looking good. Our first shelf in the greenhouse is gonna be pretty warm. Probably up there. Southwest facing. Well, actually west facing, but southwest. Time to put the plants on the shelves. You're not going to be able to see them very well just yet. But once we install the living wall, they'll all be angling, whoops, a little bit more forward. So you'll be able to see them much better. Tiny little agave that's struggled a lot in winter. And we'll put the Hoyas on here as well. Hidden Hoyas. This is gonna go. Ta-da-da-da! And then we're ready to record YouTube videos and repot and do all the things. What do you think of my new background? If you enjoyed cat footage, there's a few more bits and bobs coming up. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you're interested in a little bit more conversations with me or asking your questions, consider joining my Patreon and YouTube membership, which you can find here and below in the description as well. It's really fun for me to get to know you guys a little bit better in our little community. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Thank you so much to my patrons and YouTube members for being here with me and supporting me. And thank you to all of you for watching these videos. Let me know what you think of our greenhouse updates. I will film another one very soon because there are lots more updates to show you. And we'll see you again very soon. Thanks so much for watching, friends, and see you. Bye! Maggie, do you like the surfboard bag? Aww. Nice bloopers today. Yes. He's purring. He likes the agave. And if you subscribe to my to get mixer. Careful. Voorzichtig. Voorzichtig.